There's a lot we can do now we've done these automated webinars for years and years, but there's a lot we can do with it now because when they opt in, they put an email and phone number. You can put their phone number and forewarn and see where they live. You know that in advance. You're allowed to do 100 searches a day. So you can do that in advance and know where they live. And even if they don't show up on Wednesday, you know these people are thinking of selling their home. So guess who's going to be famous over the next few weeks in their mind? They're getting your newsletter that we provide for you. They're getting the postcards that we provide for you. They're getting the agent selection guide. They're getting the menu of services. They're getting anything that you have. They're getting videos. They're getting all kinds of stuff. A QR code they can scan because they are the most opportune prospect. It's like looking at a satellite view of every roof in that neighborhood, and the 3 that are getting ready to move are a big bright red highlight. Those are the 3 that I'm going to be sending crazy amounts of information to. I'll be famous in their mind. Okay, buddy?
I think you answered the question, but it is okay to mail these, not necessarily hand them to them. I thought I heard it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can definitely mail them. Okay. Absolutely.
Like 90% of my people, hell, I never even see them.
Yeah.
I list their house because, you know, it's mostly a resort area. I list their house, I sell their house, get my paycheck, and I've never seen
You never meet them, yeah, if they're out of town or whatever. Yeah.
So I don't have the opportunity to meet them.
Yeah, because you're near the Panhandle, right?
Yeah, I'm in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Panama City Beach, yeah.
I mean, it's like 90% of my business, I mean, I never even see the people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you can certainly mail it to their tax address or wherever they're at, certainly fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. But yeah, so the key with this, guys, is don't make it look like marketing. It needs to look helpful for them, which means the cover letter is what brings it into them. Okay? If it's just a generic, hey, if you're considering selling your house, this package will help you, that's spam. But if you can get that cover letter to say what it needs to say, where they're like, oh my gosh, this is for me. I noticed that you had recently filed for divorce, and statistically that means you're going to sell your home. What a terrible time that is, and it's something I specialize in. I understand the emotions and everything else, and not only, you know, so you can do all of that in the cover letter. Now they're going to read the thing. Now they're like, this, it almost felt like they were talking to me. Okay? How many of you guys remember Ron White, the comedian? Okay? Back before you weren't allowed to say things that are offensive to everybody, there was this thing called the, what was the redneck, what was it? The white trash something? Redneck comedy tour, yeah. But he said that he was watching TV late at night, and the guy really got him. You guys remember that skit? He's like, do you watch TV late at night? And he's like, yes. Do you feel lonely and depressed? Yes. Are you sitting in a beanbag naked eating Cheetos? Yes. Do you feel the need to send me $99? Oh, so close. I thought he was talking to me for a minute. The more you can describe that person, the more they feel like this message is for me. So you have to really think about, how can I customize? Even if it's just the cover letter, I can use all the guts the same, but I can print the cover letter in my own house. I can have the printer make all these things, and I can have 1,000 of them standing here if I want, and then I just make the cover letter, put it in there, and it goes to them, customized for what their situation is. That's how a shock and awe package should be utilized. Don't make it generic, and you got 100 of them sitting there, and you just send, that one goes to expireds, that one goes to FSBOs, that one, it's talking to nobody. It's marketing, it's a brochure. I want it to be a kit that's customized and created specifically for them. Okay, question?
Thanks for having me. So I am currently running ads for, I'm doing a lot of stuff you're recommending for Perfect Home Finder. And when it comes to the appointment setting or conversion process, and indoctrination that you always talk about, what does that process look like to get those appointments set over time? Because you give them the package, you give them everything that they need, and then how does that typically work, you know, to get those appointments set so you can kind of position yourself as the go-to guy or the person that they really want, they're excited to meet?
Great question. So I'm gonna expand on it a little bit to kind of help everybody with how this would work. If we go to the Greg Luther letters, if you send enough of those, you will get a lot of calls. By a lot, I say 6, 8, 10 calls. There's some of them you don't want to meet with. You're going to talk to some of them, and you're like, hey, it just wasn't a good, bad one, good one, good one, bad one, bad one, good one. That's totally fine. You don't want to stress yourself out about, they won't do what I want. I can't convert them. What should I send them that will get this asshole to want to work with me? It's not going to work. So you're stressing yourself out. The real problem is you don't have enough leads. Okay? You're asking, hey, the only girl I've ever attracted is ugly as hell. How do I make her pretty? If you fix yourself, you'll attract a lot more women and you don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay? You guys follow that? So that's really what you want to do, is have enough marketing going that you don't, now you want to do the very best you can to try and convert them, but they should not convert until they are ready. You guys agree with that? If they're not moving till October because they got to wait till the kids are out of school, till I graduate, till my husband's going to be getting relocated November 1st, whatever, stop trying to convert them. Now that's a high pressure sale. You need to provide as much helpful, educational info as possible. They will come to you when they're ready. Okay? So don't say, well, what's my magic script to get them to agree for me to meet them? Maybe you don't want to meet them. Maybe the goal is to just keep educating them until they're like, man, I've been watching your stuff forever. Now I'm ready to meet with you. Now you're famous in their mind. When you knock on the door, they look at you much differently. Okay? So that's really what you want to do here, is start to look at, how do I just get, for all of my FHV leads or my perfect home finder leads or whatever it is, how do I give them lots of helpful educational information so that they are still watching, they haven't made a move yet, and then they call me and they say, hey, I'm ready. Okay? That's where you need to go with your marketing. So just put everybody in one pot. Everybody becomes your sphere of influence. What I generally do, let's say, Joe, what's your market? Where are you at? Orange County or? Orange County. So Joe's in Orange County, California. If I say I'm going to work with him and we're going to partner up, the first thing I'm going to do is start running tons of ads and get tons of interest. And then my sphere of influence there is like 9 people. And then it goes to 30. And then it goes to 100. And then it goes to 500. And then it goes to 1,000. This is over like 2 weeks. And then it's 2,000, and we're giving them lots of helpful educational info. And Joe comes to me and he's like, hey, I met with this FSBO and it was pretty good, but they're not ready yet. They said they want to do, okay, put them in the pot. Hey, I met this expired and they said their new construction fell out and they don't want to move it. Okay, put them in the pot. Hey, I met this buyer and he's worried he's not going to get approved because he's only got 5% to put down. Okay, put them in the pot. Because we're just putting info out to everybody that's looking. They're going to watch some. They won't watch the others. They're only going to watch what they're interested in. But we keep getting more and more people watching that content. Now, when Joe goes out to that house, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's really you. Yeah, I've been watching your stuff forever, man. We're definitely going with you. I guess it's kind of a formality. You got to show us what you do here, but you're our guy. That's where you want to be with your marketing. So it's a absolute barrage of information that goes to them consistently, and it doesn't cost you anymore. It's not working harder. You don't have one more person to follow up with. Like I've got, I don't even know the number, but let's call it 90,000 people that follow me on Facebook, real estate agents. I've got another 60,000, 70,000 that follow me on YouTube. I'm not following up with all those people. I put out content and everybody sees it. I'm not like, oh, I met with this guy a long time ago. How do I get him to? No, just put stuff out. They'll be ready when they're ready. Don't try to motivate an unmotivated person. How many of you have at least 2 kids? You have one that's good and one that's bad, one you love and one you don't. You have one that actually tries and one that don't give a shit and plays video games. Like we all have that. You're not allowed to say that, but we know how it really works. I can't love you more than you love yourself, and you don't love yourself. You ain't even trying. Right? Well, the same is true for clients. There's some clients that really want to. There's some that are just playing around. And by the way, particularly nowadays, let me tell you, especially on the female side, women actually have fun just scrolling Zillow sometimes. Just looking at houses. Some people like to look at houses. Like they would look at purses or look at shoes or whatever. They're just getting style ideas. They're getting decorating ideas. They're thinking about redoing their own kitchen. They don't want to move. There are some people that just casually look at houses. Some people do that for fun. Okay, so if we work at the Louis Vuitton store, and just because everybody keeps looking at our bags, that doesn't mean they want to come in and give us $10,000 for a bag. They might just look at all bags. They look at resale, they look at new, they look at the Larry Vuittons because they don't have a lot of money. You know, they do all that stuff. So you don't want to keep trying to get them to buy a $10,000 bag. She don't even have a job. You can't motivate an unmotivated person. Okay? Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.